Hello and a very warm welcome. Well, on May the 3rd, 2015, the Wings for Life World Run will start again, and you'll have a chance to be part of this global experience and run for those who can't. Well, today we will be asking the winners from 2014 where they want to run next year. We'll show you some of the beautiful tracks and certainly some of the new locations for 2015. And also I'll have the opportunity to discuss with two studio guests here from Austria, Astrid Kaltenbach, who won the women's Italian race in Verona, and our overall winner, Lemawork Ketema from Ethiopia, who ran over 78 kilometers in Austria. But there were so many other winners on May the 4th, 2014. The first ever Wings for Life World Run started at 10 a.m. UTC in 34 locations on 6 continents around the world. The temperatures, well, they differed between -1 right up to +40. And the running courses were spread around 13 different time zones, with over 35,000 people starting the race. Well, 100% of their entry fee, which was more than €3 million, went to Wings for Life Foundation and spinal cord injury research. So let's have a look at the best moments from 2014. In May 2015, the Wings for Life World Run will start on May the 3rd at 11 a.m. UTC. Now, we will have many great locations again. On 6 continents, in 33 countries, we have 35 courses. Some locations will not change. For example, in South Africa and Peru. Well, we can also welcome some new countries. In Japan, we have Russia, we have United Arab Emirates, and Denmark. They will all join Wings for Life World Run in 2015. In Germany and in the US, we have 2 races. Now, this time, wheelchair participants will compete in the main run. So we'll have some things that will stay exactly the same. For example, 100% of the entry fee goes into spinal cord injury research. And the catch a car will start 30 minutes after all runners went on the course. In every country, that will be the finishing line for the runners. So, the last one who was caught by the catcher car will be the global champion. On May the 3rd, 2015, the world will once again run for those who can't. In over 30 locations across the world, thousands of runners will set off again. Different time zones, night or day, whatever the weather.
I think the idea is amazing. I mean, to call it a world run is something, but to have it actually as a world run and to have the whole world running at the same time is super cool.
In one single worldwide race, professional athletes, charity ambassadors and hobby runners will compete and run for those who can't. With 100% of all entry fees going to spinal cord research.
Every donation makes a huge difference in someone's life like mine. It could be the difference between me sitting here and me walking, and it is great for everybody to get out and run. There's no harm in coming out and running for spinal cord injuries.
Everybody can set their own goal, pushing to stay ahead of a catcher car for as long as possible.
The best moment for me in 2014 was actually seeing all the catcher cars leave and go down the track to start to chase the runners, because then the event became alive and it became real.
30 minutes into the competition, away go our catcher cars, and of course the speeds do increase as the competition unfolds.
The race courses will take the athletes through a variety of different locations. But there can only be one winner. with millions of people following the live feed until one participant, no matter where they are in the world, emerges victorious.
Get on board, it's a great event. 2014 went amazingly well. Please get involved.
So, if you want to be part of the Wings for Life World Run in 2015, you can register on www.wingsforlifeworldrun.com. There you will find out all the relevant information about the event. You can see when the race will start at your location and how the course looks. You can also find out more about the foundation Wings for Life. In 2014, we had 34 male and 34 female national winners, and every single one of them won the choice to choose the track he or she wants to run in 2015. Well, today they will tell us which track they've chosen and why they've decided to run there. Do they want to win the global race and therefore choose the fastest track? Do they want to make a dream come true and travel to a country they always wanted to see? Well, at the end, we will see where our top runners will participate in 2015. But we want to start with the female ranked number 34. Marielle, congratulations for your victory in Georgia last year. We see you with your husband, Christian. So tell us a little bit about that run in Georgia. Why did you choose Georgia, the pair of you?
I choose Georgia because I'm living in Georgia.
Simple
I was
answer.
living in Georgia, yes.
It was one of our busiest locations. What was the atmosphere like in Georgia? What is the country like?
And my husband don't speak English at my place because, I'm not very fluent in English.
I will answer because it will be more easy. So we were living in Georgia for years, and obviously Georgia is a very nice country in the middle of a Caucasus mountain with a deep valley, and not only our landscape, but also the people living in Georgia are very sympathetic person, and we were very pleased to live during the 4 years, obviously.
So now you've left. Where are you living or moving to now?
We are moving to...
We are moving in French Polynesia, in Tahiti.
It's a totally different atmosphere.
Well,
After the mountains, the sea.
Yes.
So tell us where you're going to run next year in 2015.
Okay, I would like to run in Australia because it's closest country to Tahiti.
Well, we'd like to wish you all the best. It seems like a popular choice with some of our champions, Australia. We will see you on May the 3rd. We hope your preparations go very well. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you also. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, what a great choice, because Australia certainly has a beautiful track. Well, I'm a man who loves statistics, so I'm going to share some with you. The youngest runner was 18 years old and the oldest 92, and he actually entered via Facebook. The total distance of all the runners was a massive 530,928 kilometres, and that is a staggering 13 times around the world. Well, the runners were also hungry and thirsty, and they consumed 11 tons of bananas and drank more than 100,000 litres of water. Wow. Anyway, it's time for us now to look at the decisions of some other winners.
In 2015, I will run in Australia, an amazing country.
En 2015 correré en Sudáfrica por los que no pueden. Ven y corre conmigo.
Me llamo Anaín Sunza y los espero el próximo año en Florida para correr por los que no pueden.
A princípio, eu pretendo ir para o Japão, correr junto com a minha esposa.
Well, we have a Skype call with Sally Wong from Taiwan. Now, she won the Wings for Life World Run in Taiwan itself, and she's ranked number 30. And her performance actually was just shy of 30 kilometres. She ran 29.58 kilometres. Now, I'm interested to find out where Sally is going to choose to run next year in 2015. But first of all, Sally, what was it like in Taiwan? What was the atmosphere like for the very first Wings for Life World Run?
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Were you surprised to be the overall winner there?
Yes. I'm very surprised.
The key factor is that no doubt that you enjoyed the experience, and it's given you the opportunity to choose where you're going to run in 2015. So we're all interested to find out where you have chosen. Where are you going to be next year on May the 3rd?
I prefer to run in daytime, and I checked most of the tracks in Europe, they start the event in daytime. And then I know that Austria is the hometown of Red Bull, so I think, okay. And I've never been to Austria before, so I think it's a great opportunity to visit Austria. Yeah.
Well, we would say that is a wonderful choice. Have you set yourself any goal, any distance you'd like to achieve next year?
Yes, I want to run a marathon distance, 42K, before it got overtaken by the catcher car. So it's equal to about 3 hours and 8 minutes for a marathon.
We'll wish you all the best with your preparation and good luck with that target, and we'll see you next year. Thank you for joining us. Thanks once again, Sally. Now, joining me in the studio is Astrid Kaltenbrock. And Astrid, well, we've seen some of the first 30 making their decisions. Now, I see this wonderful trophy here in front of us where you won last year in Verona. So before we discuss some of their choices, tell us about Verona. What was it like there, running there, participating?
Verona was really, really great because this was a choice, because my brother gave me this as a Christmas gift.
A Christmas present?
Yes, it was a Christmas present, so to get the entry ticket for the Wings for Life run. And he said, you can choose the location. And then we said, OK, in Europe, either we do Switzerland, Italy, or Austria. But then we said, OK, let's go to Italy, because I'm a really big fan of Italy, and I love Verona. And, you know, Italy, with this culture of good food and good wine, and also good shopping. And so we decided to go for Verona. And it was really great atmosphere there.
Were you surprised with your own personal performance?
Actually, I was very surprised with my performance, because I did not expect to go into the run and really to win the race with this expectation. I was running with my brother at the same pace. We decided at the beginning, OK, let's run at least up to La Cisa, because we wanted to see the Garda Lake. And it was about kilometer, I think, 14, where we saw a biker and a cyclist and with a sign. And I asked my brother, what's going on there? And he said, oh, come on, let's speed up a bit, and then we know what's going on. And then there was the first woman. And so I was the first woman, and they were with me for more than 20 kilometers. So it was really amazing. I
mean, I can see you with a big smile, so you must have been excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
What was your finishing distance? How far did you reach?
35.7 or 0.8 kilometers.
And next year, do you expect to go much faster and much further?
I really want to do that. And I really want to train for that.
OK. Well, we're going to discuss now real briefly about some of the selections of some of our champions in the past. Australia seems very popular. United Arab Emirates was selected too. Are you surprised someone's chosen a really hot venue?
I'm surprised about it, because it's, I think, with the climate and high humidity, and I think it's about 35 degrees Celsius. But it's always like you want to challenge your body and you want to challenge your mind, and why not and do that?
Absolutely. Well, you're going to stick with us. I'm not going to press you right now for your choice.
Absolutely.
But you stick around and you can tell us exactly, very shortly, where you will be going. But hang on first, though. So let's have a look now at the runners' choices. Their numbers 29 to 21.
In 2015, 3rd of May, I will run in Japan.
Next year in 2015, I would like to go to Australia. Thank you for this opportunity and see you there.
Next year I plan on running in India because it's a country that has always fascinated me and somewhere I haven't had the opportunity to visit yet.
Next year in 2015 I will run in Norway because I haven't been there yet and I like the climate of Northern Europe and fast course by the sea.
In next year, 2015, I will start in Melbourne in Australia because I looking for experience.
My choice for next year is Ireland.
On the 3rd May 2015, I will start in Takashima in Japan, because I haven't been there yet.
I'm really looking forward to the next Wings for Life World Run, and I want to join the next run in Australia.
On the 3rd of May 2015, I will start in the Wings for Life World Run again, and this time in the land down under. Apart from the running, I'm looking forward to finding out more about didgeridoos, Ayers Rock, and obviously kangaroos.
Well, some interesting choices again there from our 2014 champions. Let's discuss a little bit about the purity of the event. Do I dare say that you come from marathon running, so I consider you a little bit of a professional runner?
You think so? But I really like marathon running, right?
Yeah. So, you know, you talk about running for fun. So that, I think, for you is still very important because you gave up serious marathon running. Now you just particularly just want to encourage people, I guess, to run for fun.
Yeah, I think that's very important. Run for fun and also with passion. And I think especially with the Wings for Life run, you have to run for passion.
That's always the crucial thing.
Yeah.
So when you you select a course, how do you go about it without revealing which one you're going to compete at?
Yeah.
How do you go about selecting a course? What is it about you as the runner? Is it a certain way that you run? If you're better on hills? Do you prefer to, be absorbed with beautiful landscapes? How would you choose?
I think it very much depends what are your expectations. If you want to, if it's the time is very important or the site is the location. But I think on the one hand side, you want to get better for the timing. But otherwise, I mean, there are amazing marathons like the Big Sur, where it's an amazing landscape, or with hills. But I know a lot of people, they do go now for the Big 5 or now Big 6 with Tokyo. And so they also select flat courses.
Yeah.
It's very important too.
Yeah. So yourself now, would you want to go up against some of the big runners because you're already a champion? Would you like to be, gone through and be more competitive perhaps? So would you choose a location that will involve tougher opponents?
I think yes, I would do so, yeah.
Yeah, that would be your choice now.
Yes.
Yeah. And why is that?
I would go for a flat location, because then you can speed up and because hills, that's different for people. I mean, there are some people that really like hills, others not.
Yeah. And how about the timing of the day? Because we are a global run, of course.
Yeah.
So, you know, the times that are extreme from Australia right away to the west coast of the United States. So how would you position yourself there, and how would you suggest to people better day runners?
I think it very much depends on the people. I'm used to go running in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer also to start in the morning, and usually the marathon starts in the morning around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So I think it's fine if you're used to it. And when I think back of Verona, the start was about 12 p.m.
Yeah.
So it was already quite hot.
Yeah.
So, and you need to get used to that, you know, that you start already when it has already 20 degrees and then it gets up to 28 degrees, you know. Yeah. And otherwise you start in the morning with 10 degrees.
We'll talk about really quickly in the morning about what's your food intake like? What would you advise people? Even fun runners, people who've never done before.
I would just say, please stick to the food that you're used to and not try something new. And really have something light food to digest. I usually have toast and jam or honey and some tea, and that's all, and a banana. So really something very, very light. And really also to stick to the food that you are used to it. And also during the marathon, that you have the gels that you are used and do not try something new, because other friends say, okay, try this.
Okay, that's very good advice indeed. So with that in mind, should we take a look at some of the beautiful locations that are available?
Awesome.
Let's do that. Wow, wow, wow. Some beautiful locations there. And with that in mind, Astrid, now we all want to know, where have you chosen?
It's really not an easy decision, but I've chosen to run in Brazil.
Brazil?
Yes.
Okay, well, give us a little background. Why have you chosen Brazil?
Because I think for me, it's a new culture. I haven't been to Brazil. And as we know, the Brazilians are great people, a big party crowd. And I really expect the great atmosphere there. So we decided to go for Brazil. And we expect a lot of Brazilians to cheer all the runners for the Wings for Life run.
Brilliant stuff. Well, we wish you all the very best indeed. And of course, we will be looking out for you. So best of luck in your preparations and also the race day itself. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, now we're going to look at the choices down from number 19 to 12.
On May 3rd, 2015, I will run in Belgium. I've never been and excited to meet distant relatives.
In May 2015, I want to run in Japan because I wonder Japan and Japanese people so much.
En mayo de 2015 participaré en Austria.
2015, ich starte wieder in Olten, Wings for Life. Kommst du mit und rennst du mit mir?
For this year, I chose Zadar in Croatia, which is a place I never thought I'd get to visit one day.
In 2015, I will start in Australia because I have never been there before in my life.
On 3rd March 2015, I will be running in Peru, so just grab your friends and run together for those who can't.
En 2015 voy a correr en Madrid, España.
Well, more than half of the country winners have told us their choices, from Dubai to here, actually, in Austria. Well, my next Skype partner is Michael Wardian from the United States. Now, he won the Florida race and he was 12th overall with a distance of 57.75 kilometres. It's wonderful that you could join us, Michael. Where are you at this particular moment in time?
Right now, I'm in Washington, D.C. That's where my home is, and I'm excited to be on. Thanks for having me.
Well, you participated in Florida, I mentioned. Now, tell us a little bit about what the environment was like there. It was an early start. Was it too warm for you? How did you contend with all these issues?
Yeah, I had no issues with the early start. I'm used to running at all times of the day and night, and so that was a non-factor. What became more of a factor as the day kind of wore on, the race started at 6 in the morning here on the east coast of the United States. And Florida in May Florida most of the time is a very hot and humid place to run. And so I'm used to running in those conditions, but it was particularly hot and humid that day. And I think it takes a little bit more out of you. So all things being equal, I think you could do a little bit better in cooler conditions. But other than that, it was great. I had a great time. They did a really nice job with the course, and it was great support out there. So I was happy to be a part of it.
So with that in mind, with the conditions, the timing, where are you going to choose to run in 2015?
Yeah, so for 2015, luckily enough, we were able to make a choice as to where we wanted to run. And having never competed in Australia, I chose Australia as the location where we're gonna take part. I really want to see what the culture is like, what the people are like, and kind of what the environment is like. It also looks like the race starts around 9 o'clock in the evening. So instead of getting hotter over the course of the race, it's going to get cooler. So I'm looking forward to also, running in those conditions and seeing how I can do.
Don't want to put you under any extra pressure, but you were 12th last time in cooler conditions. Are you going to go a little bit better? Will your position be higher?
Yes. I want to win, so I want to be the first one and go the furthest. So yeah, I definitely am aiming for that. That's my goal, and I'm hoping I can do that in a new place and kind of experience that joy and sensation of doing your best in a new environment.
Michael, we wish you all the best with your preparations, and of course, we'll see you on May the 3rd. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. See you guys there.
The participants of the Wings for Life World run for themselves, but they also run for those who can't. All their entry fees go to spinal cord research so that one day spinal cord injury is curable. In 2014, we had 4 separate wheelchair races, and we saw great performances and great winners. In 2015, we have all wheelchair races integrated into all of the locations. And the winners of 2014, well, they can choose as well where they want to start.
I will be also there to support Wings for Life with my everyday wheelchair.
I'm very motivated to be a part of the race in Lower Austria next year.
Eu escolhi a Califórnia. É um lugar quente, eu gosto de lugares quentes, então é mais um motivo que acaba pesando na minha escolha.
I didn't expect that, but I was the first wheelchair girl to finish. And now I can run whatever I want. I didn't make a choice.
So if you want to take part in a wheelchair or on foot, you can sign up right now on www.wingsforlifeworldrun.com. Well, now it's time to see where some other champions will participate, and maybe it's on the same course as you.
I've decided to run in Alanya, Turkey. it stood out to me as a place that will give me a lot of inspiration.
In 2015, because I've never been there yet.
So this year I decided to go to California to run this race. So join me and sign up for California. Bye.
In 2015 I will go to Cape Town and run. Mostly because I think it's an interesting place to go to.
In 2015, 3rd of May, I will run in Japan. I choose this country because I have never been there and I want to see a new country.
Well, I'm very pleased now to have with me in the studio Lemawork Ketema, the first ever Wings for Life World Run Global winner. Now, he ran a distance just over 78 kilometers to claim that title, and he won the race actually in the very, very last minute of the course. It's wonderful that we have Lemawork with us in the studio. Of course, you are overall champion. So, first of all, I can say congratulations for that wonderful performance last year. So tell us a little bit about the race in your mind. Was it very competitive from the start?
Yeah, thanks so much. First of all, the race it is very, very interesting and too much people when I saw it. And yes, I'm very proud when I look these places and the people's, all things, and it's very nice races.
And you're talking really about the support of the crowd there, aren't you? Because there was a lot of cheering, there was a lot of excitement, because you had a real duel. Your battle continued, really, from the start to the finish.
Yeah, of course. First time, a little bit complicated, because I don't know which groups it is better runners and which group it is good runners group. For choosing this, a little bit confused, but just I'm running and looking which group it is better for me, and I'm to fighting with by myself to my end. But at the end, I get it once group, Ukrainian teams group, and I separate with these groups, and I continue to extreme. Yes.
Was it tough to be in a group like that? Because you don't really know how fast they are or how long they're going to go for.
Yeah, it's very difficult to knowing the real, is it strong or not, but I don't have other choices because I don't know strong athlete to participating in this race, just only grouping. So a little bit confused.
I can imagine that. And especially because you've never run a race like this before or run this type of distance. I mean, 78 kilometers is an incredible distance that you covered. So that in itself is brand new for you. So how do you feel about that? Was that a difficult thing in your mind just to keep running?
Of course, you are right. I'm not running this kind of long distance, but just trying this kind of race. It's not fast, just tempos. My petroler, he advised me like that. But there is not a kilometer limited. You can continue to extreme, he says, and you can follow the front persons and look what happened, the situation, and control when the catch car come at the back, and you fast more, he says, and I do it for this advice also.
And I can actually remember seeing you accelerate as the catcher car was closing in on you. And that acceleration could have been the thing that won you the actual title, because there was very little between you and our winner in Lima, in Peru. But before you reveal where you'll be running next, let's have a look at the strategy and the choices from number 7 to number 2.
Really excited about taking part next year, and I'm going to choose a destination that I haven't been to so that I get to see a new country, again, meet new people and have an amazing experience.
On May 3rd, 2015, I'm actually headed to Norway to run there. I've never been to Norway, and I'm excited to see the gorgeous scenery.
Next year I'm going to run in Sunrise, Florida. You can join me by running in Stavanger, Norway, or anywhere else in the world.
Next year I will start in Florida because I always wanted to see the Sunshine State.
In 2015 I want to run in Australia because that's as close to home as I can get.
In 2015 on 7 May I will start run in Japan.
È per questo che ho deciso di confermare nuovamente la mia partecipazione anche all'edizione 2015. Ho scelto di competere nuovamente a Verona.
My name is Nathalie Vasseur and I won the World Run last year in 2014. It was so great for me because of the race concept. So next year I will run in Florida.
Well, Lemawork, you ran last year just over 78 kilometers. This year, do you think you can go further? And if so, how far?
Excuse me, for this kind of thing is a little bit difficult. I will prepare it, good preparation training for the next Wings for Life World Run 2015. I will work hard training and good preparation training in these races. But I don't know what happened, the situation at this movement, but I will try my best more. But I cannot guess how many kilometers or I'm winner or I'm not winner like that. But I will try to my best more.
And with your experience now of running on the track and running those types of distances, what do you think is actually possible for somebody to achieve?
Two kinds of things, long distance and medium distance, it's absolutely different. Okay. These things, long distance, it takes this tempo, not fast, but too much energy lose. And if you run fast, you cannot going long distances. That's the difference. And the training also, it's a little bit different. If you prepare long distance, you train more. Maybe it is 3 hours up to 4 hours like that. For marathon or like short distance, it is depend up to 2 hours like that. It is a difference.
Do you think ultimately one day we may get somebody who tops 100 kilometers during the Wings for Life World Run?
I think so. Maybe it is a chance, sometimes running also, but if it is a good weather and good landscapes, flat, yes, of course, it's possible.
And I'm going to put you under pressure now. Possibly, could that person be you?
Yeah, I think so. It's possible.
Excellent
but it
news.
is depend on weather and landscapes.
Excellent news. We're looking forward to perhaps seeing you break through that 100K incredible distance. Well, with that in mind, your major competition last year was, of course, somebody in Lima, Remigio. It was an incredible performance by him, and he was ranked world #2, and he only lost to you by 90 meters. So let's see what he thinks and where he's going.
My name is Remigio Amang. I won the Win for Life World Run 2014 in Lima, Peru. On May 3rd of 2015, I will run in Austria. So sign up for Win for Life and run with me. See you there.
Interesting decision. But before Lemawork is allowed to announce his decision, we will chat with Elise Molvik, the female global winner in 2014. She ran in Stavanger, Norway. The catcher car stopped her after 54.79 kilometers. And it's wonderful that we have the opportunity to talk to Elise here on Skype. Well, Elise, please tell us, what was it like running and, of course, becoming our global champion?
Oh, it was really fun, and it was like we didn't plan the race, so it was kind of spontaneous. And I didn't know that I was the global winner before the catch car catched me, because no one had told me, so that was quite exciting.
I can imagine that. Now, you made 54 kilometres, just shy of 55 kilometres. So next year, do you think you will set yourself the target of perhaps 60, or is that asking too much?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a... or better, I've trained a lot, so you never know.
Well, that may actually be because of where you choose to run. That may make a huge difference in your performance. So as the overall champion, you know you have that opportunity to choose that. So break the news to us. Tell us your choice of locations for 2015. Where are you going to run?
It's so many places I would like to go and run, but I have thought of Dubai maybe because it's not too far from Norway, and it's I would really like to go there, but I don't know how the route is. If I think about going 60 kilometers, I don't know if that's a good route to choose, but I will see.
Well, certainly the heat certainly may have an effect with your performance. So how will you prepare for that in Dubai?
Yeah, it's really hot there, and I'm not used to that here in Norway. It's not that hot here. So they will maybe, might be, I don't know, not so good, though, for the run.
Well, I can imagine that preparation should go wonderfully well for you. We wish you all the best. And, of course, we will see you on screen from Dubai on May the 3rd. All the best, good luck, and a wonderful choice. Thank you.
Bye.
Well, that is a great choice there from Elise. Our champion female is on her way to Dubai. Now it's time to find out where you have chosen and why. So tell us, 2015, where's going to be your location?
Okay, it's great questions. Next year's 2015, Wings for Life World Run. I would like to run in Austria.
In Austria again?
Again. You know why? Because in Austria, it is very, very nice landscape. The track, it is very I like it. The peoples and the race organizers, all group things, I like so much. And the weather condition, the timing also for starting training, racing time, it is very nice. I like it. So the weathers, everything is. So I would like to start next year also 2015 Wings for Life World Run in Austria.
Well, that would be a very, very popular choice indeed. We'd like to wish you all your best, of course, with your preparations, and the best of luck in the world that you perhaps can defend your title next year in 2015. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Well, that is it. That's our choice of champions. They've all made their decisions. So let's have a quick look on the map to see exactly where they will be. Well, of course, now it is totally up to you. Where do you want to run in 2015? And do you want to run with the best in the world? Or are you happy to stay home, be close to your hometown with your family and friends? Well, you can sign up right now on the Wings for Life World Run.com website. So I'm looking forward to see you on May the 3rd, 2015. Good luck.
Muchas gracias a todos ustedes.
Thanks. Vielen Dank, dass mitmacht.
Thank you from Olden, Switzerland.
Thank you everybody.
Voilà. Danke.
Thank you.
Tack.
And thanks to everybody around.
It's an incredible event. And thank you to everybody for being here and doing this.
Thank you from Ireland.
Thanks.
Peace.
Thank you so much.